In April, I had done a review on 3 maths apps. This was one of them, so you can return to that video to get more information about this app.
We are going to variable equations, and now instead of one-step variable equations with adding and subtracting, we're going to the second one, which is variable equations with multiplication and division. And starting the test, we would use the shorter way of solving the problem, that is by skipping the step where we're cancelling on both sides by just taking the number over to the opposite side if we need to isolate anything on one particular side or eliminate. And so when we look at this problem, we want to get rid of the 7 that is dividing y, and if we take this 7 over to this side, then we are doing the opposite function, so it is multiplied by 7. So I would write y is equal to 8 multiplied by 7, because the 7 has disappeared from the left side, and 7 eighths are 56. And that's the correct answer. On to the next one. Here we are looking at dividing both sides by 7, right? We can also, as in the previous exercise, avoid writing it on the left and just take that divide by 7 straight to the right hand side. Nevertheless, it's a fairly short path, so I'll leave it there for now. 49 divided by 7 equals, well, 7 7s are 49, so y is equal to 7, and that's correct. Okay, 90 divided by y. If you take this divide by y, take it over this side, it will become multiplied by y. So 90 equals, because it's only 90 on the left now, we've taken that variable over to the other side, 30 times y, and now we want to take this 30 over to this side. So next step is 90 divided by 30, because here is y multiplied by 30, so the multiplied by 30 becomes divided by 30 on the opposite side, and y is now isolated on the right hand side. 90 divided by 30, that's, if you cross out the 2 zeros, one on top of the other, it simplifies it to 9 divided by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So 3 equals y. In other words, y is equal to 3. Okay, 25 divided by y is 100. 25 times y, 25y is the same as 25 times y. So it's multiplied by 25. If you take it onto the other side, it becomes divided by 25. So now you have y on this side is equal to 100 divided by 25. 100 divided by 25, that's a fairly simple division, because 25 times 4 is equal to 100. So 100 divided by 25 is equal to 4. And the next one, 7y is equal to 0. So 7 times y is what this term is. If we were to get rid of the 7 and take it over to the other side, we would divide by 7. So y is equal to 0 divide by 7. Anything, if you have a 0 and you divide it into 7 parts, you still have 0. So y is equal to 0. Here it's 9 times y. To isolate the y, you take the 9 over to the other side. It would be divide by 9, because the times 9 is now changing to the opposite function when it moves to the other side of the equal sign. Y is equal to 54 divide by 9. So this 9 has gone over and has become divide by instead of times, right? 54 divided by 9 is what? So if you go to your 9 times table, 9 5s, 45, 9 6 are 54. 9 6 are 54. Okay, this particular problem, we have 10 times y on one side and 1,500 on the right side. We want to take this 10 right here, take it over to the other side where it will become divide by 10. Okay, so y is equal to 1,500, which is there. Then you're dividing by 10. Simplify that. If you have a 0 on top, it can cancel out with a 0 on the bottom. We learned that in division. So now you have 150 over 1, which is the same as 150. Remember, any number you can convert it to a fraction by putting it over 1. So 150 over 1 is the same as 150. So that is your answer. Y is equal to 150. Right? We really prefer y to be sitting by itself and not being the denominator. So we want to take this y and take it over this side, and instead of divide by y, it now becomes times y. Okay, so we have 66 is equal to 33y, or times y. Okay, 33y is exactly the same as 33 times y. Now what we want to do is get rid of the 33 from the right side. If it's y times 33, then we want to take this 33 over to this side where it will become divide by 33. Okay, so 66 divide by 33 is equal to y. You notice something about the 66 and the 33? The 33 is exactly half of 66, right? So 66 divided by 33 is equal to 2. 2 is equal to y, or y is equal to 2. That's your answer. Okay. 45 divided by y is equal to 9. Again, you want to take this y over this side to become times, right? Times whatever's on that side. Okay, let's start. 45 is equal to 9 times y. Now you want to get rid of this 9 and scoot it over to this side where it will become divide by. Okay, so 45, next line, 45 divide by 9 is equal to y. 45 divided by 9, 9 5s are 45, so 45 divided by 9 is equal to 5. 5 is equal to y, in other words, y is equal to 5. And our last example, 8y is equal to 56. 8 times y times 8, right? Take the 8 over to the other side. This 8. Take to the other side. It changes its function to divide by, which is opposite to times. So y is equal to 56 divided by 8. Y is equal to 7, because 7 eighths are 56. And there you have it. I strongly encourage you to download this app, the Math Tests app, and go through the exercises yourself.
Thank you for watching!